for mature audiences.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
The Cave!
The Cave!
Perfect.
Nice try.
Close enough.
Nice try, Franco. All right, guys, welcome to The Cave. Of course, that person who missed their cue, but that's okay because we love him, is Franco Mabanta, our guest host, because Erwan is just out for, what's the reason now, guys?
He's busy on tour with Anne, acting as his
Hairdresser, nutritionist, dry cleaning.
pedicurist.
Right. But you're doing a fantastic, awesome job. We love you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
You did a great
I'm
job
happy
by
to be
coming
here.
in just a couple seconds too late on the tape.
I'll get it right next time, I swear.
with harmony.
All right, now today we're paying tribute to the recent Philippine Independence Day, which happened a couple of weeks ago, which is why I'm wearing my Philippine flag right here.
Nice.
And we're going to talk about independence and why so many guys, well, particularly here in the Philippines, haven't gotten it yet and basically moved out of home. Failure to launch.
Failure to launch. What's failure
Great
to launch? Failure
topic.
to launch is guys and girls who haven't left the family nest
Yes.
at age 40 or 30 or 25.
Guys, I prepped for erectile dysfunction. I'm so sorry.
We can talk about that
Can we-
too.
can we bring
it? Yes.
Yeah,
You can bring that up. Yeah.
Okay, but before that, Mark, you have an extra
Yes,
for
I
us?
do. Well, speaking of young gentlemen and basically making their way in the world on their own, there is a 19-year-old kid who went diving in Greece, and he was actually shocked and rather dismayed by the amount of trash that he saw while scuba diving. And then he did a bit of research on it, and he heard about the giant garbage patches out in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
Now these garbage patches are the size of small countries, and it's predominantly plastics, and it'll cost billions of dollars to clean up. Now he's used a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of research, and some ingenuity to come up with a way of cleaning up a lot of this trash by using tidal currents. And what he basically does is
Using what?
tidal currents.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
So the tides.
Right.
So basically, it's using the ocean's currents to funnel all of this garbage into certain areas by putting out a flotation string, which basically just is in one area.
How old was he?
He's 19 years old.
Nobody thought of this before.
Exactly. No one thought of it.
That
It's
is
so easy.
incredible.
Just puts it in the way of the tidal currents, and then the garbage just floats into it, and then you send out a ship, pick it all up.
Wow, that's just shocking that nobody thought about this like a couple of decades ago, right?
The big question though is he still living with his parents?
Very, very good question. I'm
That
not
is.
entirely sure.
That is a wonderful
Probably
tie-up.
the,
I like
the
that.
best
Very
segue
good.
I've heard
Great segue.
ever
Yeah.
in the history of the universe.
Yeah. But by the way, if Stephen Koo's mom walks in on us and starts cleaning up because we are filming in Stephen's house, which he's still living at home, so please forgive us.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Koo.
No, it's okay. She's sleeping.
Where that thing I bought you? No, sorry. All right, no, but guys, failure to launch. I mean, is this, of course, we shooting here from the Philippines, and that's the majority of the people listening to us. Is it cultural? Is it financial? Is it the thing to do? It's practical, economics? I mean, what your take on it? Go ahead.
It's absolutely a mix of it's an economical thing, and it is because I think. Okay, it's a balance between because if you get kicked out, obviously you have to spend money, so it's economical. And then the second thing though is it's so important to get street smart in your 20s. That for me, that's so quintessential. It's absolutely key and fundamental to you becoming a man, or a woman, a modern woman. You got to get street smart. It is, in my opinion, immensely more important than being book smart or academic. You gotta be, you gotta have some hard times and pay your bills on your own and stuff. So yeah, it's a balance.
What do you think is the average
mixable.
age that guys, well specifically guys, stay with their parents here in the Philippines? Like what age?
What age do they, or what age
Until
should
what?
they?
Until what age? No, right now, what's the current state? What age are guys still staying in their houses?
I would say 30s.
30s.
Yeah.
30s.
And I think I'd say 30s, and I think that's ridiculously too high.
Yeah,
way
I
too
agree.
high. Yeah.
Is it different? Because you guys grew up in other countries, right?
Oh, in Australia, it is completely different. I think it's
Right.
similar in the US. I mean, in Australia, once you hit 18, your parents are practically kicking you out of the house.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with that. That is the American way as well. Well, by the time you're 18, you are kind of
An adult.
An adult. You're considered an adult, and you are you're free to go and roam about. But the Filipinos that do live in the States, they still practice that culture. They allowed it. My parents, they allowed us to stay at home if we wanted. But
So you were
of
there
course-
when you were 30.
Yeah, I'm still living there.
He just commutes to the Philippines.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Your children too, right?
Question for you.
Yes.
Question. and actually, even children stay with their grandparents. Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Question is it only for guys in other countries that they leave at 18, or is it
No,
more for
girls
guys
as well. Girls as well. But you see, the difference is, and I think this is a fundamental difference, in Western countries, people start working from a very young age. From like when they're 14 years old, they have a part-time job. They're earning their own money. They learn the value of money, and so by the time they hit 18, they have a part-time job that will enable them to afford to go out and share an apartment with a bunch of friends and go to college and so on and so forth, which is something that's lacking here because we have such a large population that all of the part-time jobs are taken by fully grown adults that need a job. So there's no available jobs for part-time jobs for students.
Okay, so before we go to break, I'll leave you with a question.
Yeah.
So is staying with the parents or leaving the house by choice or by chance? Let's answer that.
Right, actually, okay, right.
All right, we'll be right back.
Experience the best beers in the world on tap in Chef Carlo Miguel's gastronomic feasts. Draft Gastropub with branches at the Fort Strip, Rockwell Mall, Greenbelt 2, and soon to open Will Tower, Quezon City, and Molito, Alabang.
All right, guys, welcome back to
The Cave!
I did it! Woo!
Very nice, Franco. All right, guys. Of course, we're talking about this topic called. Well, we called it failure to launch, but to define it even more, it's staying at home.
Way past the standards of the world.
That is correct. Can we?
Wow, that was pathetic.
I want to do this again.
Before they destroy that anymore, I would like to welcome our guest.
Yeah, because we've decided what the standard of the world is on this podcast.
We have
the authority.
All right, we have a stunning lady to help us discuss this wonderful topic. She is, of course, a fellow Amazing Race alumni.
Yes.
She's,
Season 2?
FHM cover girl?
Yeah.
International model and host.
Yep. Fitness fanatic.
And a personal thing for me, because I'm an MMA guy, she is now a jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, what's the word I'm looking for, addict? Like, you're...
Aficionado.
Aficionado, yeah. I guess.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Miss Jacq Yu.
Jacq Yu.
Jacq Yu.
Hi, Jacq.
I love that name.
Hi, boys.
Hi.
Hi, girl.
Hi.
Sorry.
Like,
You can say hi, girl, back.
Sorry, like really quick, when you train jiu-jitsu, like, you
I
like it?
Muay Thai more
No,
than
but like,
jiu-
do you like, I mean, is it fun when somebody's in between your legs?
What's fun when
I've tried
somebody...
MMA a couple of times before. I like it.
Bro. Sorry, anyway.
Is it fun when somebody's between your legs in jiu-jitsu? That's a
Yeah,
question.
sorry.
Only in jiu-jitsu.
Franco wants to practice jiu-jitsu with you.
Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't say that. I thought it though.
what's
That's
fun,
fine. It is fun. It's fine.
right?
Yeah.
That's it?
You
That's
want to
it.
try them out?
Anyway,
Okay, all right. No, didn't you have a point?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
looking for more on that.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you guys actually. When did you guys move out? Like before we create definitively what the standard of the world is. let's. I want to ask you guys your own personal circumstances. Like what age did you move out, and you know what's the scenario that happened around it? Yeah.
I'll go first. I had a technicality. I went to college. I moved away from home. Went to college downstate, which is about 10 hours away from home. I lived away from home, but I was still being supported by my parents. So that's another thing I'd like to ask you guys. Bring that up. I mean, you're out of the house, which is the case here in the Philippines, but that house is owned by your parents. You know, I mean, that's the case for a lot of situations here. So I did move out, but then I was still supported by my parents in college. So
Technically, that's half failure to launch.
half failure to
Yeah.
okay, a softie.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
softie.
So, yeah.
You almost got the choke.
How about you,
Almost
Steve?
the choke right there.
I left my house at 21, but there's also a technicality.
All right,
Because by then, I wanted to give my mom a place of her own. So I
that's
helped
great.
her
At 21,
get a
that's great.
place. But then I put my place right on top of her place. So technically,
This is
we're
in
living-
North Korea, right?
No.
Sorry, I'm still allowed to stereotype. I'm still allowed to
This is still
stereotype.
in,
jokes,
this is still in southern China. So anyway, I put my place right on top of her, but we're two different units. So technically, I left the house, but I was technically helping her with her house. But so I'm technically independent at 21,
Under the same roof.
in the same room.
Technically the
but
same
not.
roof, But it was
Okay.
your roof.
Yeah, so it's still a technicality.
Okay.
Yeah.
I left home at 18. Well, actually, I was kind of forced because my parents just left the country. That was their only way of getting me out of the house. Like, okay, you're 18. Goodbye. No, they
You
actually.
have siblings ahead of you? that did that, or were you
Yes,
the
I did.
eldest? Yeah.
No. I had an older brother.
Okay,
So,
and
yeah,
same thing.
He was already independent. But the technicality in my case was my stepfather's company still paid for my university housing, but only the housing. Everything else I had to pay for myself. So part-time jobs,
You went to college,
So,
believe it or not.
Wow.
so
Yeah,
part-time
go figure.
failure also.
Thank you. And how about you, Jack?
Me, I moved out probably early 20s.
Okay.
And then now I'm staying, with my mom because she's
Yeah.
old already and she's
Yeah.
just alone. So
See, that's also a good point.
It happens.
Yes.
I had to take care of the mama.
That's a
So,
good point
yeah.
because sometimes you leave early, but then you also come back.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know a lot of couples who did leave, got married, and just financially, economic-wise, and physical help-wise, moved back at home because mom is there or the yayas are there to help raise their family.
The
So-
relationship with the parents is so vital to that decision. You know what I mean? Like if you get along, I mean, if you get along with your parents, why not? Why not? But then
Right.
if you don't,
Yeah.
that's the disaster waiting to happen, right?
Okay, so I go back to the question that I had before the break. Is it by choice or by chance when you actually leave the house? Like, are you forced to do it?
Mine was by choice. Yeah, well, technicality
Good
also.
point.
I guess technicality also. Like, I moved out 21 or 20, but I started paying for all the bills, not asking for anything from my parents at 17. The technicality there was that I was earning, but it wasn't because I was working hard. I got lucky. This was like a decade and a half ago when I was still pretty and I was modeling.
We've seen your commercials, bro. We've seen your
long
commercials.
time ago when I could still do it. Right?
when you were a gambler, yeah, we know that.
No, I mean,
Hata, motherfucker.
no, this is just like during the freshman college years or like last year of high school where I got lucky with jobs, but that wasn't like, I wasn't like toiling in like a monthly salary.
So you were just lucky that
I was
you were
lucky.
making
So
money.
like I was able to. My dad was he had the foresight to make sure that my college tuition was it was insured. So like he really wasn't paying for anything. Everything was mine. The school books, the food, everything I was paying for that. But it was because I was lucky. And then when I hit 2021, I moved out, and yeah, that's it. So.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I gotta ask Jack straight up. What's your take on a guy? I mean, you're out and about. You meet guys now. Maybe second or third date, or later on in the conversations you have with them, and you realize they are living at home with their mama. What's your take on that? I mean, is it cool? Is
Turn
it,
on, turn off, turn away.
Well, for me, it depends really.
Okay.
Like it depends. Like sometimes.
Yes, abs though.
If he has abs, it's okay.
It depends, because sometimes like I can't blame them. What if like they can't afford it, to
Okay.
live
Yeah.
on their own, and or they're taking care of their mother.
But-
That's fine with me,
but-
But yeah,
But doesn't it speak of also how they'll take care of you if they can't afford to take care of themselves?
true.
Ah.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's different. Circumstances are different.
And it also depends not just on the state of the guy. It depends on your state. Like if you're young and stuff, I guess that stuff wouldn't really matter. But if you're a
Yeah.
little older, you want a guy that can take care of you,
Oh, yeah,
right?
that's different.
Yeah.
Right, because
Okay, so
Yeah.
general rule is if you're young, you can go home with a guy who lives with a mama. But if you're older, you'll probably get turned off.
Yeah. Oh.
Basically.
Well, I mean, she should answer that, but. Yeah, I mean, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. But it's about
It's like we're watching a tennis game.
Yes, you're right
Okay.
with that.
All right.
Hey, have we all had? I know we've all had the nightmare situation of bringing a romantic interest back home when you're still living at home. I mean, does anybody have an anecdote there? Am I jumping the gun? Because I'd
No,
like to kind of know
that's
what's
good.
that.
Why is that a nightmare?
Yeah, anecdotes.
Mom, hold the camera.
I love that.
Ah, you stole my joke.
Oh,
I stole my joke.
I was so excited to crack that joke.
Oh, really? My bad.
No, we can do that again.
We can do it again. We can do it
Alright,
again.
okay.
Maybe your delivery will be better. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Anybody have an anecdote?
I think a friend once told me
Okay.
that
For the
it
people
actually
listening to
happened
this
to my
one.
friend. It happened to my friend that they had no choice but to actually do the ditty in the bedroom of the parents of the girl, because the girl
Diddy,
was
you
still
mean they
living
fucked,
with the
right?
parents.
Yeah.
But she
You
doesn't
can
have
say
her
the F
own
word, bro. This is the
bedroom,
internet.
please.
So yeah, my friend once actually told me that experience that they had to do it while the parents were in the living room downstairs. They had to do it in the room of
Well,
the
they
parents.
didn't have
Oh,
to do
I have a
it.
question.
I mean,
How come it's like the room of the parents? She doesn't have her own room?
No,
Yeah.
because she's sharing it with her siblings.
Same situation.
So wherever
It
whatever
makes it
space
worse.
they could get,
Yeah.
right?
Actually reminds me of this story.
A friend.
A friend.
A friend of yours,
Yeah,
right?
a friend of mine.
Of course.
His parents were out, so he brought his girlfriend over.
Okay.
And the parents had a waterbed, so he's like, well, hey, great experience, right?
Yeah.
You know, he and his girlfriend want to try the waterbed, so they did, and everything was fantastic. And then of course the parents came back, and the mother pulls him aside and was like, so did you use the waterbed while we were away? And he's like, yeah, I crashed out there one night. And she's like, really? So you didn't have anyone else with you? And he's like, well, why? She's like, you should be more careful next time. Condom wrapper down the side of the waterbed.
It's happened to me so many times.
I would have been like,
So many times, yeah.
Like, Dad, I don't know what that.
By the way, you were phenomenal at speaking in the third person.
I know,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that was amazing. That was awesome.
Okay, my question to everyone is: what are the pros and cons of living with your parents? Still living with your parents at age 30 or 40.
Well, I mean, pros, obviously, you've got free
food,
laundry,
free
free
laundry.
food.
Yeah.
I mean, here in the Philippines, free maid service.
Parental
no
advice.
bills. Yeah.
No bills.
Somebody's gotta take care of you if you're sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
all those
Cons.
things.
Lots of pros.
The cons, it's really hard to bring someone home. Because
That's
whatever,
it.
whichever,
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. No, I mean,
the biggest con of
whichever
all.
girl you bring home is the girl you're going to introduce to mom.
Yeah.
Because you can't get out of that.
How about you? Pros and
It's
cons.
the same.
Same.
You know, when you wake up, it's good that food's there. There's like maids. And cons, yeah, you can't
Cons is-
really have your freedom.
What freedom?
Freedom to do what?
Freedom to do whatever you want.
Freedom to walk around the house
Jiu-jitsu.
naked.
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
There you go.
all around.
And also I think is that you don't have the freedom to think on your own, because what happens is you're too dependent on the people around you that sometimes you don't have that space to really think forward.
And I like to air dry, and I just hated it when I walked
Yeah.
around with my mom and she'd be like,
You guys when you guys moved out for the first time, when you were young men that moved out for the first time, were you like ecstatic because you felt that those shackles were finally off and you're jumping on the bed in the new place you had? Did you guys all have that feeling?
Jumping on the bed. My bed was on the floor. It was just a mattress. I couldn't afford a bed.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, very
you get-
liberating.
Right, it's
Absolutely.
completely the very first time you actually have your own place where your parents aren't living in the same house. I think, that's a once in a lifetime feeling, and
And it is quickly followed by another once in a lifetime feeling of when you get the first
the
bill.
bill.
You're like,
that's
holy
it. That's
crap!
it. Exactly. Right.
Electricity
Yeah.
is this much. Groceries I'm spending how? What?
One of the cons.
All right, so going back to Jack's point before we go to break, the question I'm going to leave you with is, how do you tell your parents you want to move back in? And then we're going to go to our top 10. So we'll be right back, guys. It's still The Cave with our guests, Jacq Yu and Franco.
Mom, can you make some dinner?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to
The Cave!
All right. Well,
Good on you. Good on you guys. All right.
Nice.
Okay,
17
Erwan,
tries.
we
Yeah,
don't
guys.
miss you.
yeah, we can sing together
I'm just
now.
kidding.
It's fantastic.
All right, so now the question I left with for you guys was, so if you actually want to come, you left the house already,
Yep.
and you want to come back, what do you tell your parents so that you don't look like a schmuck?
Easy. Mom, Dad, I'm broke.
Yeah, but that'll work.
All right. Okay. No. Even better. Mom, Dad, I missed you so
Yeah,
much.
exactly.
And I'm broke.
Yeah. I just couldn't bear to be away.
Okay. That's it.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
I had
exactly the way.
I was
Exactly.
I was outside. I was gone for many years, better part of a decade, and the reason why I had to move back in was because I can't. It's too. I was thinking about telling this on air a while ago, but it's still too crazy. At my happiest, I rented an 8-bedroom mini mansion in White Plains, and I was living with 7 of my best friends. It was a crazy party house. We had a jacuzzi, an art gallery, a photo studio. 2 years. It was
wow.
blank and rock and roll. And I can't believe I said that, but the
Clay pottery and what?
and Bible study, pottery, and rock and roll. And the reason why I moved out was because the house was burnt, arson. Like the girlfriend of one of my best friends that was living with us burnt the house out of
Wow.
rage. Like, and it was on TV Patrol. It was everywhere.
I think I remember hearing this story.
So I was
Nice.
yeah, Mom, I gotta move back in. You know what I mean? It's like,
My house
I was in crutches, that kind of thing. So,
The roof. The roof. The real meaning of it, yeah. No, you know another good way to get accepted back into the house after you've left? Filipino families, it'll work best with this. Actually, with most mothers, get really anorexically skinny, and then barely knock on the door, be in a wheelchair, and then just say, "Mom, I really miss your cooking, and
I'm not eating right.
not eating right." Yeah, I think that they'd accept you, right?
Or like get a girl pregnant and then go home and say, "Hey, you're apo."
Don't you want to spend time with your oppo?
With the umbilical cord still attached to the.
I would just skip the whole 9 months and have a pretend baby. You know what I mean? Like borrow a baby. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
How about you,
go
Jack?
to rentababy.com.
How would you?
Or-
What did you
Get
say
back
when you
home.
went back home?
Oh,
No,
nga.
you can say or you can pretend that
No,
you're
what did you actually say?
heartbroken.
What did you actually say, Jack?
Well, I don't know. I just move back in and I'm like, hello, Jack is back.
That's a good one.
You know,
Yeah, actually,
so-
that's a good one.
Yeah,
You-
Jack's back. I just moved back all my things, put new cabinets and
Yeah.
everything. Just
Basically,
give her a
don't
new
say
key.
anything.
Don't
Just
say anything. Just show up.
the
and
next
I'm
day, you're
back.
sleeping in your
Yeah.
room. That's
Well,
it.
I'll say, hey, Mom, can I borrow your key? Right, copy, thank you.
Yeah, I just have a good vibe of like, hey, everybody, good vibe.
that's a
And
good
Exactly.
Or
good
you
advice.
can just pretend that you're heartbroken, and then you need people around. You need friends
So
around.
much
you need
deceitful
family
people
around.
on this podcast,
support.
right?
And you can just
So who was this guy?
no one.
All right. So okay. Now we do a round of how we can give our viewers and listeners practical tips because everybody wants to move out. I mean, that's the reality. Everybody wants to be independent. But what are tips for them to actually move out at an early age?
Or the advice you gave to yourself to just
Yeah.
get up and go.
Well,
you know?
I think here in the Philippines, one of the main reasons why people don't move out, as we discussed earlier, is economic. I mean, it is very expensive to go out on your own. So I think a lot of people make the initial mistake of like, yeah, I want the freedom. I'm going to go out and get my own
That's it.
condo
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
do it all on my own. That's bullshit. You can't afford it.
Right.
Honestly, go out and start small. Share a condo. Find a friend that you know that you will get along with.
Right.
Not that you're going to
One friend, not 8.
Yeah.
Not 8 party
I
animals
had
like
8.
him.
Yeah.
Not
And-
a guy who'll burn your house down.
Yeah. And start small.
It was a crazy chick.
Whatever you think your budget is,
Yeah.
rent something cheaper. Because you
Ah, it's
will
great
have,
advice, Mark.
Yeah, you will have so many more additional expenses that you didn't count on.
Yeah.
And then if later on, if you're doing fine, you have extra cash, then you can upgrade.
Right. When you're a young man, like that rebel in you really wants that freedom. You're really itching for it, but.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, you don't really fucking know what you're doing. You have
Yeah.
no fucking idea what you're getting into.
Yeah.
That's just plain and simple, and that's it's clear as day.
Yeah.
Just to piggyback on what Mark said, more specifically, is to know the value of money. I mean, like, because I think I don't know what your situations were at your age, but like I think that we were more fortunate than a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
So I moved out, having money, and then when reality like smacks you in the face, all of a sudden you're like, fuck, I don't really know how much I should be spending and all that stuff. So I think that before you shouldn't be learning these lessons like later on, just try to have sit down with your dad. Your dad should be able to tell you what to spend and stuff. And listen, the reason why they know better is because they're older. You know what I mean? And it's
been through it.
the rebel in you will always will always antagonize that, and it'll
Think that they know better.
yeah, exactly,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But end of the day, you really fucking don't.
Yeah.
So.
Plain and simple.
Well, my advice, my tip is it might oppose some of what you said, but and it might not, is really just jump the gun because sometimes you just have to create the need. What happens is when you're too afraid to do it, you never do it, right? So when you actually do it, then automatically things happen, then jobs start coming in because the drive's there.
Yeah.
But if you don't commit to the drive, it will never happen.
Yeah. If you're too busy thinking about it, then that means you're not doing it.
Correct.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
And in my case, regarding do it in baby steps. That's how I did it.
Move to
When I say
another
baby
country?
steps, no. Move to another country with a lower GDP. When I say baby steps,
I
I
thought you
went to
impregnated
college.
somebody, and then like that's okay. Okay.
Why is always bringing up impregnation whenever I start talking about moving out? Man! When I said baby steps, what I did was I went to college and lived in the dorms first. Of course, that was supported by my
Practice.
parents. Yeah, so you get a little bit of practice. You learn how to pay. There were some bills I had to pay in that. And then when I decided after 2 years of the dorms, I moved out and got an apartment off
Right.
college, near college. And then, so that was a little bit more independent, still getting help from the
Right.
parents. So again, baby
Yeah,
steps.
the dorm utterly helps domesticate you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
You
and
clean
then-
your own toilets.
exactly.
You cook your own ramen.
You boil your own water.
College ramen
Master
is
that
the best.
microwave.
College ramen is the
That's
best.
actually
yeah,
good.
right?
That's good
That and Kraft mac
parenting
and
tip.
cheese.
Good parenting tip is while your kids are growing up, make sure that they already experience, having to do these things in baby steps. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Jack.
Jack.
For me, well, if you can afford it, then just do it. And if you like doing those responsibilities such as cleaning and paying bills, everything else, just do it. It's life, you gotta go out and experience it and have your own freedom to do everything without your parents, your siblings, or whoever. You can run around naked in your casa.
Air dry,
Your
air
own
dry.
casa,
I wanna hang out in your
like-
casa.
like you can do whatever you want,
Yeah.
just as long as you're aware of the responsibilities and everything. So just
Yeah.
do it. Just do it.
And can I just wrap that up by saying that I think the reason
one
why
more point I'll
okay,
yeah.
the
I
reason
got it.
why we should do it young is because you still have to you still have time to make mistakes. So if you do it later on, then you won't have that time.
I think very important, if you do plan on moving out, one thing you have to learn before you leave the home is learn how to cook. Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not enough, particularly guys here in the Philippines, and nowadays actually a lot of girls
That's a good
don't
tip.
know how to cook because once you move out, it's expensive as hell
Oh,
to
yeah,
eat
totally.
out all the time, order delivery, and you're going to miss your mom's cooking.
Not just that, it's also much healthier when you cook
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah.
because you know what you're putting in your body.
It's
and
healthier,
so-
it's cheaper, and the way I learned how to cook is
Healthier
because
and
I love my mom's cooking, so I learned all of my favorite dishes from her, and then moved out.
Yeah.
And I must say, a guy who can cook is very sexy. It's sexy. So I suggest
I like how you
boys.
said
I do.
That's right.
Sexy.
So learn how to cook, and
Learn
then you'll
how
have
to
a
cook.
reason to have that contest.
Yes,
And you'll have Jacq Yu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jacku's jiu-jitsu.
Very good. Hey, and you know what? The reality of it is, hey, Brad Pitt, George Clooney, they clean toilets too, guys. Seriously.
Yep.
Mark, you clean toilets before. I
Yeah.
clean toilets before. We've all done it.
Never
Get your
enjoyed
hands
it,
dirty.
but done it.
Hey, it's all part of growing up. It's all part of being independent, being a man, being a woman. So,
And
gotta
speaking
do
of
it.
women,
Mm.
we're now down to our top 10
Okay.
things of the day,
Okay.
Which is?
which is
What?
top 10 things you say when your mom walks in on you
Oh.
Walks in on us, what?
while doing something.
We're doing, what, the laundry?
doing
That
jujitsu.
could be a mom. I'm doing laundry. hey, laundry.
Doing
Shh,
dag-
quiet,
All right,
laundry.
so
Yeah.
okay, each one of us
We've all been there. Admit it.
we-
all
we've
right.
been
Don't
there.
lie.
So we say to the
I've been
camera
there.
one each, two each. We say to
Your
the
mom
camera.
is in the room with you. You freaky like that.
So Ro, you want to start? So pretend like the camera is your mom, and you're doing something, and then
Okay.
she
Oh
walks
my
in.
God.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay, face me first. Face me first.
Okay. Okay, yeah, stuff's going on.
Oh my God.
Mom! Oh, wait. Let's cut. Let's do it again. Ready?
You wanna-
And cut! Oh, Mom, what are you doing? I'm filming a project here.
Wow, okay. Okay, my turn. Oh, Jack.
My turn. I can
You
cook.
got my line. That was
Okay, just
Oh,
for
you're
that.
a film
ready?
major too?
Okay, ready.
Ready?
Direct.
Film major.
Ready. Ready.
Ready. And
Yes,
action.
okay,
Door's
go.
about to open. Mom!
Yaya.
Yun lang.
Yaya.
Join in,
Yaya.
Yaya.
Join in.
Okay.
Join in, Yaya. Join the fun.
That was pretty bad, but
It's
okay.
really bad. Sorry. Okay. It's number 9 pala.
Oo nga,
Okay.
nine.
Jack.
Jack.
You got my line. I was gonna be like.
Mark naman. Kayo ni Mark.
Oh, so, yeah,
Really?
we'll give you time to think. I'll give
No,
you time. Okay.
Another one.
but that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be like, we're just rehearsing for a TV show or for a play. So
At
I
4
need
a.m.?
Sinobis mo pa yung mommy mo eh.
And I don't want to wake up my brother, and that would be like so wrong.
Right.
To practice with my
No.
brother, so I'm practicing with a good friend of mine.
Uh-huh.
Or
That was just
you can
so wrong.
you can just say a boyfriend,
Yeah.
Even though.
Daming excuses mo, ha?
Okay. So,
Yeah.
reminder, guys. What would you tell the girl? Not only your mom. What would you
Oh, no,
tell the
no,
girl?
no.
Okay, go.
It's either one, Mom. You gotta.
A mom or
it's
girl?
Mom.
Yeah.
Your
Girl knows
explanation.
what's up.
So, all right, so
You guys planned the sitting arrangement, didn't you? It's finally the end of the thing.
So you gotta do it to Mark.
this part of the scene might take a while.
So, for the listeners, Mark is currently making out with our guest.
Okay, so
Not me.
She's not your type, bro.
Listeners,
She's
no.
over 18.
Mom, you know what? You got to try this new massage service. It is the fantastic, full body all the way.
I think Yaya was better.
Yeah, I still still don't get the yaya one, dude.
Massaging your tongue, son.
Okay, Franco.
Franco, you gotta do it to Mark.
Do it to Mark.
Ready, Ted?
Or we can pull in our director.
No, no.
Or you can get Dax.
Oh yes.
I'm good. I'm good. Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. This is revenge for making Dad moan like a dying rhino last night.
That's good. Galing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, my turn? Okay.
I'm so sorry, Mom.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Mom! Because you never gave us a sister, and I've always wanted a sister.
That's so wrong.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Okay, go. Ready? This is number 7.
Is it?
Okay.
Oh, in the name of the Father, the Son. Bless us, O Lord.
Singles for Christ? Singles for Christ?
Yeah, singles for
Bible study.
Bible study.
You did the prayer before meals.
Pray before you eat.
That's right.
Jack.
Okay. Oh shit. Hold
That's
on.
nice. Smack mo na.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. Oh, Mom! Wait, hold on. I thought that was your mom. Oh, what? Oh, never mind.
Wow. Kind of gross, but wow.
Yeah, says the guy who said sister.
Sister. It's how you pronounce it, bro. Sister.
So far, Franco's
Mama!
leading. So far, the guest host is killing us.
Yeah, I know.
Also, you guys are pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for Franco to say that?
Definitely.
I know, right? Okay, here. Yeah, wait, hold on. One sec.
I want you to improve on the making out part, though.
Sorry.
Yeah, I want you to improve on the making out.
I'm good. That was fine.
You're doing this.
All right.
Yeah, we want reality, bro. We're all actors here.
No, that's fine. We're good, right, Mark?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Okay, I got it.
How about some foreplay, at least?
Right to it. Oh shit. Mom, I'm so sorry. I swear this will never, ever happen again. But in the meantime, can you hold the camera?
And action.
Okay, and
that
top
it? Two more.
answer for the top 10 is from Jacq Yu. Pressure.
Pressure.
She's fine,
ah.
she's fine.
Wait, should I?
You want both of us, sabay.
Okay.
How do you explain
Oh,
that?
Mom. See, I'm a responsible girl. See, same
Oh,
sex. Same
yes.
sex.
Good
Just
girl.
like you taught me.
But there's 2 of them, Mom. I brought one for you.
And
I got one for you.
And for the listeners,
Surprise.
the audio listeners right there, Jack just pulled out 2 condoms.
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
Yes, she
like
did.
this.
All right.
Right.
So thank you
They
very
were
much. That was
real.
our
We have
top
2
10.
fingers like this. They're kind of small. I mean, they're.
Perfecto, amigo.
That's our top 10. So we hope everybody
Pair with
learned
a
a lesson or
spare.
2. If you're planning to leave your house or you're planning to go back to your house, we hope this episode helped you. Once again, I'd like to thank our guest host first, Franco Mabanta.
Had a lot of fun,
Franco.
guys.
Yes, thank you,
You're
Franco. Is
awesome,
there anything
Franco.
you'd like to advertise? promote,
Just follow me on Twitter. It's @FrancoMabanta. Follow me on Instagram. It's @MabantaFranco.
Okay.
I have a feeling you'll be seeing more of him if Ant's on tour. while Ant's on tour. And of course, our guest for the day, the stunning girl,
The awesome
Well,
Jacq.
thank you for having me. I
Jacq
had
Mo, Jacq Yu.
Jacq you too.
Anything you'd like to promote?
Well, just
Twitter,
add me
Facebook?
on Twitter, Jacq_you, and Instagram, and Facebook, and then just add French dolls. It's my clothing line and swimsuit line. So yeah.
Well done.
Very nice.
Are you wearing anything
French
French dolls now? Is that French dolls right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm wearing something French doll. Okay, first of all, last of all, we want to ask you to basically choose a winner and a loser for today.
So plus 10, minus 10.
Yeah.
You saw how it worked.
You
from the
saw
last
how bad
episode,
the jokes
so-
were, right?
You know, like just like.
Friendship, huh?
I don't
Oh,
know.
actually, no. Hold on. Like, my mercy eyes. I owe Erwan 10 points. I owe him 10 points from last
That's
week.
okay, you know what? He
Okay.
deserves all the minuses he gets.
Bro, I'm
what
trying
you
to
get.
make it back for you. I worked hard this episode.
I know it's kind of difficult. We're all your friends, but maybe if you want to start it off with plus 10, you can also give plus 10 and negative 10 to the same person as well. I mean,
Okay.
there's lots of scenarios.
Or you could just give me plus 10.
No, minus 10. Because it's not really going to him, so you're not hurting his feelings. It's going to everyone.
Exactly.
And he's not here, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We gotta hear it in
Yeah, you have to
writing,
say it.
so to speak.
Yeah,
You gotta
formally
say
say it on the mic.
What?
Minus 10 goes to
No.
Minus 10.
Yeah.
So hard.
the worst answers, you know.
it. Or you want to start with plus 10? You can do the
Okay,
plus
how about
10.
the plus 10
Okay,
first?
who gets the plus 10?
Plus 10. Well, I'm gonna be a good girl. I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Erwan, I got you back. Get back to you 10
Because, well,
points.
Fair
the
enough.
first one was good. The first one
I'll
was
take it.
really
I'll
good.
take it.
Okay.
Right?
Alright, sige.
-10. Shit.
Yeah, somebody said sister and somebody said mother. Just to remind you.
Who said mother? I said mother.
No, like that they were making out with a mother.
Shut up already,
Sorry.
dude.
You know what? You can give the
Being a
minus
bad
10 to
winner,
the
being a
same
bad
person
winner.
who gave
Yeah.
the plus 10 to.
Oh, I gotta say, -10. That's like a, I don't know, my mother. I'm so sorry.
Yes!
Okay.
That's right.
I already said mother because you said
No, sorry.
sister.
I'm like,
Alright, so minus
How
10
about
goes
5
to
and
Mark.
5?
Just marked it. No,
Minus
I-
10.
How about 5 and 5 since I missed
Oh, no,
you
no,
all,
just
all
even
of
it out
you.
so somewhere in the middle. Steven.
Yeah, yes.
So
How
minus
about
10
that?
to Mark.
He's Yaya.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oops,
Yes.
Touch
okay,
move,
now
touch
I
move, touch
remember.
move.
Yes, wait,
So
wait,
guys,
wait.
thank you for watching the show. Minus 10 to Mark.
Okay.
Thanks for watching the cave.
For all
So it's
the
officially Steven.
for all the
Yes,
sponsors,
yes,
for
yes.
anybody that wants sponsors,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
that's
an
right.
incest-oriented show.
Steven gets minus 10. It's
Yep.
official.
Okay.
Yay,
Thank you
thanks,
very
thank
much.
you, Jack. Thanks,
Thank
Franco.
you.
Love you guys.
Go to
Extrarise.tv.
for all of your stuff and follow us and tag us and all the other stuff.
We love you, Mom. We love you, sisters.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
joking.
We
Joking,
love
Mom.
you.
Love you.
Yeah, yeah.
But not that way.
Good job, everybody.